Scooting up in your chair when he says ready to go?
Every episode starts with me sitting up a little taller in the seat. Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of Coffee with Casey. I'm Jake Failing. I'm here with, this is Casey, you know that. And we have a special guest. We have a new special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready to swing it? We are ready to swing it to Lindsay Wagnon, Marketing Communications Manager for Movement Mortgage. She is joining us on the Q&A. Dave King, 3 episodes. You're out of here. So see, that's why. You got your live stream going live, busted, buddy. We got the whole crew off camera. We got the marketing department here, really cool setup. But Lindsay, say hello, Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay.
Lindsay will be taking your questions, your comments, your shout outs from Facebook. Please, over the next 15 minutes or so, drop those in the comment section and we'll be swinging it to Lindsay throughout the course of the episode. But, how you doing, man? Ready to roll? This is number 6.
Let's do it.
We made it. All right, first question. A couple weeks ago, you did a really cool radio/podcast interview with David Chadwick.
Yeah.
And it was about faith and business. But you guys got into this really neat topic of so what, so that. So one, could you tell everybody a little bit about who David is, what he's meant to you over the years here in Charlotte, and then unpack that topic for us a little bit?
Yeah, so David Chadwick is like, man, he is just an iconic leader here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Played for the great Dean Smith. Actually, I believe eulogized Dean Smith. Unbelievable leader here. Had incredible impact just for decades in this city. Actually, when I got to the Carolina Panthers, there were a number of guys who were going to David's church that were leading Bible studies for us. I attended a church that David planted, and but hadn't met him. And so just had the incredible privilege of being on his radio show a few weeks ago, just talking about what Movement's doing in the city, how we're trying to love people, and how really Forest Hills has tried to do that under David's leadership for the last 30 years here in Charlotte. And it was really cool because I told him, I said, hey man, is there any scripture you guys really think about? I said, yeah, there's this scripture, Matthew 22. He said, we try to love God and love people. We keep it pretty simple. He said, you know what? I end every radio show with that simple encouragement to my listeners. Said, hey, love God, love people. You have a lifetime of work. And so we really kind of connected on that point and talked about ways that we were trying to love people inside of our city. And said, man, this has been so much fun. We got to have a part 2. So I invited him down to our office here in Indian Land, South Carolina, and we toured around, and we had just a great time together of talking vision and leadership and what that means. And he saw our mission statement, said, hey, we exist to love and value people by leading a movement of change. And we started to unpack that. And he goes, where's that come from? I said, man, it comes from that verse right there, Matthew 22, love God, love people. And he said, man, my wife gave me this incredible phrase a few years ago when I was trying to connect our vision at Forest Hills to our people. She said, everything in life falls into 2 categories. 2 categories. Either so what or so that. So what or so that. I was like, man, tell me more. What do you mean? He goes, and basically what he said was, if you can't connect your what to a deep why, it stays in the so what category. But if you can connect what you're doing to a deep why, a deeper sense of purpose, man, it becomes a so that statement. And I told him, man, we do this great talk on what, how, and why, and our why is that we exist to love and value people. And he goes, that's great. Then everything you do, every what you do, everything you set a goal around needs to be connected to that why. And it becomes a so that. He says, why do you care about closing loans in 7 days? I said, no, it's really important. He goes, so what? So what? Why does it matter? He goes, well, it matters because, man, it takes the stress out of the process for a home buying family. And, man, they get to move into a house stress-free. He goes, yeah, so that, right? You close it in 7 days so that this family is blessed in that experience and really enjoys it. And I got a chance to go around to some of our market leaders and sales guys and kind of unpack that so what, so that. With guys like, Pat Bowler asking, hey, why are you going to President's Club? Why are you so excited about that, Pat?
So I can get a tan. No, that's a so what. I'm sorry. That's a so what. That's a so what.
Unless so that,
okay.
Your wife just finds you that much more handsome.
Right, with a tan.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, well, we will talk more about that. Not tans, but the so what, so that. But I want to bring it over to Lindsay. We had a Facebook question, Lindsay. What do we got?
That's right. Casey, Dave Ferguson wants to know what you're currently reading.
Oh, man. So I read snippets of things now. I don't sit down and unpack an entire book anymore. I will read chapters of books, and depending on kind of like what we're focused on the day. Right now, we're working through Prime to Perform. Neil Doshi, a good friend of mine, wrote it. Thinking about organizational effectiveness in our culture. I actually read it last year, rereading it again this year to think about how to organize the company in the most effective way to maximize our results.
And then you've also got to deal with me sending you links to stories every other day. Some business, just stop distracting me, Jake. I mean, these are the texts that I get back. All right, so let's go back to So What, So That. So you talk about Neil Doshi. There's things that we're looking at around our game plan. That's what you've called it. We sent out a video internally. We sent some stuff externally. We've since hired Henry Santos, first-round draft pick, our chief information officer. Yep. So part of that game plan, which I think is perfect, because now you can go around the company and everybody knows what you're talking about. But it's people development, it's growth, and it's technology. So talk about that
almost in that order also, which is neat. So yeah.
Did I blow it? I blew
people
our
development, technology is going to result in great growth.
Exponential.
Exponential.
Growth.
1 + 1 = 3.
So,
right, Jake?
So take that.
What? Communication.
So take that. I'm already failing at my job. And combine that with the So What, So That for me.
Oh, man, I love it. This is like on-air quiz here. Is that set up? So, we're going to develop our people. We want people to develop their fullest, to use all their God-given gifts, talents, and abilities, and reach the maximum of those gifts, talents, and abilities in this environment, in this context. I think you could say, so what? Like, so what? So if they do that, so what? Why does that matter? And we say, well, man, that matters because the Bible talks about the body and everybody having a unique function. And man, if each one of us, if our branding department, if our incredible marketing department does all that it can do to put together an amazing production at Christmas, our folks, our entire community is then going to have the opportunity to celebrate together the birth of Jesus. And that is going to give hope. So they are not just going to work on this great party, so what? No, it's so that our community is able to come together and celebrate a really transcendent truth of the birth of Christ. That's an incredible what? That's an incredible why, that attaches to that what. Next one is technology. We want our company to be technologically at the forefront, right, of everything that we do. We want to use technology to scale and make our folks more and more productive. But at the end of the day, if that just results in market share, we'd say, so what? So why should we have 15% market share? Why should we have 20% market share? Right. So what? Why is it important that movement does that? We connect it back to our why. We say, no, Jake, not so what? Say, so that, right? So that people are loved and valued, so that we have the opportunity to serve more homeowners than we've ever served before, so that we can add more people to this community and be a part of things like LoveWorks, be a part of our foundation, be a part of our Thrive initiatives to grow into all that God created them to be. It's so that, Jake, not so what.
So all this is going to do, this, is people are just going to walk around the office like, so what?
So what?
So what? You're just going to hear that over through
what?
The cafeteria. It's
No, David King. So that, David King.
David King is getting mowed down.
So we made a new cool urban tee. So what? So what?
Interesting.
No, so what? No, David King. It's so that the young millennials in our company actually feel connected to the culture with the gear that they wear, feel loved and valued for who they are and the unique style that they have, David.
We're going to cut to commercial.
We're going to so that, David.
We don't do commercials, I'm being told. Okay. So speaking of which,
I don't know if I have the swagger to pull this thing off. I'm scared to stand up right now and show you how long this is. There's a Coffee with KP live stand-up
right
here. It keeps going.
TJ didn't think he was going to have to adjust the camera at all. That's a long tee.
I mean,
oh my God.
Like real. Yeah.
Do you want to drag
it? No idea. I'm actually pretty sure I don't have the style to pull this off, but we have guys here that do. A lot more ink than I have right now.
Wow. Yep.
We got some guys that make this look good. It's on the gear site right now.
So off the rails. So much merchandise coming soon. Dave's loving it. Dave's wearing a new hoodie, new hat. You got a T-shirt. We got all kinds of outerwear coming. I feel like I'm dropping an album. New album Tuesday. So what? So that you can all look great wearing movement gear. I nailed it. All right. We got a Facebook question. Lizzie Wagner, please bail us out. What do we got?
Caitlin Brennan wants to know what Thanksgiving looks like for your family.
You want to take that one? Go ahead. So my Italian wife, Michelle Vizzuzo, maiden name, owns Thanksgiving. She would tell you that she crushes Thanksgiving.
She kind of does.
Yeah, she's been making turkeys for like 17 years now. So we go, 17 years of Thanksgiving in my house. So we have Thanksgiving at our house, have 17 and a half children running everywhere.
A lot of kids.
Parents, people, packed on top of each other. We start off with appetizers 3 hours before the Thanksgiving turkey comes out. And so we've eaten every Italian pasta, meatballs. I mean,
Yeah, by the way, can we talk about that?
it is
a
you're
little
so
aggressive.
full by
It's
the
a little
time. I
aggressive
can't even
before
look
the
at the mashed
turkey comes
potatoes by the
out.
time we
Okay.
get to the
Just
meal.
pass that along if you
It
could.
is amazing, Michelle. You kill it, baby. Love it. But really tough to eat that much food in a 5-hour period.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it's incredible. Love Thanksgiving, and it's a lot at our house.
Michelle does do a good job. Does anyone want to know about my things? Nope.
Nope.
They don't. Okay. Perfect. So let's go back to the game plan a little bit. Technology.
Technology.
Just talk about Henry just a little bit. Has he blown your mind yet with the technology talk, infosec, information tech? In all seriousness, though, what has he already in a short period of time meant for done for organization?
Yes, we've always said we're going to be buyers, not builders of technology. And I think what Henry has already done is streamed through here some of the biggest, best names in technology in the world, with even if you just think about companies in the world, have toured through here and begun to collaborate and talk and dream with us about what the next generation borrower experience looks like. What it's going to look like, folks. Not 12, 24 months, but 48 months, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years down the line, what it's going to look like to buy a home. And how we can serve home buyers in that process. And I can tell you, it's going to be a very different looking ecosystem. And the players, I think, are going to be very different than those guys involved today. I mean, you got to be thinking about names like Apple, Amazon, some of the largest companies right now in the world are going to be playing in this space, I think, in very real and meaningful ways. And it's up to us to really figure out the role that we're going to play in that ecosystem in 4 to 6 years. And Henry has been leading that charge, man, so effectively, and I think just really enlightening a lot of us to what's going on out there in the broader kind of economic ecosystem.
Yep, and then other side of the table, you mentioned all those other companies. We're here live on Facebook. Facebook this week announced they're getting in the real estate game.
Yeah.
Big announcement. All right, so last reminder, questions, comments, shout outs, all the above, put them in the comment section. Lindsay will read them. We'll go to you one more time at the end, Lindsay. But we talk about Thanksgiving.
Can we pull this tee off? Can somebody comment? I'm torn on it. I like it. I like the black. It's simple. And I don't know. Can you wear an urban tee at 40?
Can we put...
Leslie
That's-
Jackson Query wants one.
Leslie.
Actually a great question.
Is
Can we start
too
do a
old?
poll?
Is this trying too hard at this point?
This is like the Dan Le Batard
yeah.
show. Can we run a poll, Lindsay? Can you just do It's
Sure.
42 old to
It's
run
42 old for the urban tee.
a size medium urban tee.
medium.
A medium urban tee. No, in all seriousness, I think you're pulling off. It works. What does it say again?
Movement.
Vovement? Okay. Last question. We talk about...
You have to imagine him.
Last question from me.
Wearing
And
my
then-
necklace.
Oh, Lindsay's great. We got something?
I'll do the
We got
neck
shout-
tap
give us
now.
some shout outs, Lindsay.
Okay, shout out to Stephanie Whiting at the Brentwood, California office.
Woo!
All right,
Watching.
Brentwood.
Callie in the building. You talk about Thanksgiving. We're not going to get too detailed on Christmas. The Christmas party's coming up. Adam O'Daniel's shooting us daggers over there. He doesn't want us to give away everything.
We do Christmas.
We do.
Big.
It's I've always gone as a guest. This is my first time going as an employee. I'm super psyched. So what are you starting to feel now? I mean, we're now a couple weeks up from the
Dave
first
and I
one
have
in
been
Phoenix.
excited and terrified and fighting about this for at least 3 months already.
gosh.
Maybe 6. This is true. It's a process. It's an ugly process. It kind of births a beautiful event. But no, there's so much passion around this night in our organization because it's an incredible night of celebration, of coming together, of community, and man, we want to be special. We want to be so special for every person in the organization. So we work really hard to make it just a really, really special evening for everyone. Man, we have some incredible stories teed up to tell. We're telling them in new, innovative ways like we always try to do. And just really cannot wait to see what this year's celebration looks like. I mean, every single year we do this thing and we look at one another and go, wow, it couldn't get any better. And so we kind of expect the same, 2017.
Speaking of can't get any better, this has got to be the best question. Are you ready, Lindsay?
It's actually feedback about the t-shirt.
Feedback on the
You
t-shirt.
wanna get
Perfect. Let's put a
feedback?
cap on this thing. Bring it.
So Jenny Martin Flynn says loves the shirt.
Okay.
And Lori Weary says never, I think in response to asking if you're too old to wear it.
Never
I
too
respect
old to wear an
that.
urban tee.
I respect
There you go.
that.
We'll go with it.
And Stephanie Whiting says, when you look as good as Casey, anything looks good.
Oh, please, give me a
Very
break.
Can we end it on that?
Yeah.
Go on a high note right now.
Wow, so my community summit and red pants apparently are not cutting it today. But I think that is a perfect way to end. Lindsay, nice job.
Blue outfit.
First show. Thanks for joining us.
yeah.
Looking forward to future ones. Speaking of future shows, we're going to tease the next at least several months. So Coffee with Casey will continue.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere, are you?
I'm not, but you are, I think.
No, I'll stick around.
I got the
But
host.
we're gonna. No, oh well, then maybe
not
I'm gone.
happening?
Yeah, Casey is gonna host. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But next month we're gonna start a string of kind of a new look and feel to this show.
Yep.
Our boy Barry Habib
Barry,
joining us
can't
for the
wait.
live stream, and then
I'm going to get Barry to sing. Does anybody want to hear Barry sing on camera live, Coffee with Casey? The first live performance?
100%.
Send in your song requests.
This is
We will
happening.
get Barry to sing live. Rock of Ages producer right here, Barry Habib.
This is happening. I was going to go
Star
for
of
Magic
film
Tricks.
and theater.
Film and theater.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Barry, some other special
Some great
guests.
magic tricks too, though.
But the next time we are on live, we are going to have Phoenix in the books. We're going to have Virginia Beach in the books, Christmas parties. So we're going to have some stories.
We will.
I think we are.
will. Good stories, guys. Good stories.
But we had some good stuff today. Casey, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Nice. We've never ended on a handshake. Lindsay, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next month.